with danger and with daring rights. To the hilt we take you there, where courage meets a throat.
All right, so today we're going deep on Lady Diane Falk,
Deep dive.
the legendary sword swallower.
Yeah, well, sure.
Come on.
Big name.
We've got excerpts from the To the Hilt book
Oh, nice.
and some stuff from the Sword Swallowers Association International Hall of Fame website.
I like it.
Our goal today is to kind of unpack her career,
Yeah.
which spanned 3 decades,
Wow.
from 1979 to 2009,
A long time.
working with a lot of big sideshows like John Bradshaw's,
Yeah.
Coney Island,
Of course.
Ord Hall's World of Wonders.
All the big ones.
Yeah, she did it all.
Yeah.
But what's so interesting is how she got there.
Yeah.
From university student
Right.
to meeting Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty wild.
Okay, I'm interested.
So it all starts in 1979.
Right.
Diane is 19 years old
Okay.
at Virginia Commonwealth University.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to a coffee house.
Yeah.
And who's playing blues guitar there?
I don't know who I...
But John Bradshaw.
Oh, John Bradshaw.
Showman.
Wow, what a chance encounter.
Total chance encounter.
Yeah.
They get to talking.
Okay.
And he just casually mentions that he's going on the road with his sideshow in a week.
Well, just like that.
Yeah, and even invites her to come along.
Oh, wow.
But then the semester ends, she goes back home.
Right.
But she's thinking about this.
Yeah.
You know, she's got that bug now.
Oh, yeah, the travel bug.
The travel bug.
The sideshow bug.
And she decides
What does she do?
she hitchhikes to Richmond to meet up with him.
Wow.
19 years old.
That is bold.
Hitchhiking
Yeah.
to join the sideshow.
You really got to want it.
I mean, talk about adventurous spirit.
Yeah, she's not afraid.
Not afraid at all.
And she kind of said she had that carny in her,
Yeah.
even back then,
Even then.
meeting all these people hitchhiking.
Right.
She said she met some very strange people.
Yeah.
And she just had that in her.
That ability to deal with interesting characters.
Right.
She actually said she had a pretty good way of dealing with dum-dums,
Oh, wow.
which I love.
Yeah, that's a good quote.
So she joins up with Bradshaw
Right?
and starts out as a Bolly girl.
Oh. Yeah.
Now, for those who might not know,
Yeah, fill this in.
a Bolly girl is the person outside the tent
Okay.
trying to draw people in.
Right.
And one of her first jobs
So was that?
was holding a snake
Oh, wow.
to get people to come in.
To get their attention.
Yeah, to get their attention.
Snakes will do that.
And what's interesting is how she said that people used to just scream when they saw the snake.
Oh, yeah.
But now,
But now.
she noticed people are a lot more casual about snakes.
Right.
Like they have them as pets.
Yeah, yes so.
It's a funny little cultural observation.
Yeah, it is.
But then,
Okay.
enter Frances Doran,
Right.
sword swallower,
Okay.
working with John Bradshaw.
Gotcha.
Lady Diane described him as a charming, grumpy old man
I like that.
that she really liked.
Oh.
And this is important because Doran starts teaching her sword swallowing.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is where it happens?
Yeah.
Because he couldn't really do it anymore?
He was having health problems.
Right.
And he recognized that he needed to pass the torch.
Yeah.
So he starts teaching her.
And how did she take to it?
She actually said she learned really quickly
Oh, wow.
because she really liked Doran.
So mentorship is really important.
Yeah, that personal connection
Yeah.
really makes a difference.
For sure.
She even said that was her beginning
Okay.
when she started filling in for him.
Gotcha.
They even had an act together
Oh, really?
called The Sword Sandwich.
The sword sandwich. What is that?
They would both swallow up to 3 swords at the same time.
Wow, okay.
I mean,
It's-
that's
like-
talk about a spectacle.
Yeah.
Now, to add to this,
Well,
Doran gives her some of his swords,
oh, wow.
including his ceremonial Knights of Columbus swords.
Wow. So these were important.
Yeah, these were special,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh, no.
They were stolen in the winter of 1981.
Oh, that's too bad.
That must have been heartbreaking.
Yeah, especially coming from him.
So from 1979 to 1981,
Okay.
she's with John Bradshaw's show,
Mm-hmm.
traveling the Midwest,
Living the life.
living that sideshow life.
Yeah.
Then in 81,
Oh.
the off-season rolls around,
Right.
and she spends it in Gibsonton, Florida,
Okay.
which was kind of a haven for sideshow performers.
Okay, so like a central hub.
Yeah, during the winter.
Right.
And she meets Eddie Miller there.
Another sword swallower.
Another sword swallower.
Wow, so she's really immersing herself.
Really immersing herself in this world.
Yeah.
She doesn't stop there, though.
Okay.
In August of 1983, she performs with the Sutton Sideshow Circus
Okay.
at the New York State Fair.
I see.
She also works with Ward Hall's World of Wonders show
Okay.
and Coney Island Sideshows by the seashore.
So she's bouncing around.
Yeah, in 87 and 88.
Got her.
She's really building up her experience.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what happens then?
This is where it gets fun.
Okay.
Late 1980s.
Okay.
She's at Coney Island.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who's there?
Who?
Bruce Springsteen
No way.
and his producers.
What are they doing there?
Casting for his Tuttle of Love video.
Oh, that's crazy.
They ask her to be in it.
Oh, wow.
And there's this iconic photo
I've seen that.
of Springsteen pulling a sword from her throat.
It's pretty wild.
It is wild.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, she's already done so much.
from late 1988 to 1989,
Okay.
she does a boat tour
A boat tour.
of the Micronesian Islands and Guam
Wow.
with Captain Don Leslie.
Okay, another interesting character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She actually celebrates her 30th birthday in the South Pacific in January of 1989.
Wow, what a way to spend your birthday.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's Captain Don Leslie who gives her the name Lady Diane.
Oh, really? So that's where that comes from.
Yeah, he just noticed she didn't really have a stage name
Okay.
and suggested it,
Right.
and she just went with it.
That's great.
Captain Don also taught her to eat fire.
Oh, wow. So she's adding to her repertoire.
Yeah.
Wow.
She remembers learning to eat fire and saying, "This shit is hot."
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
So after all that,
Okay.
she's back to Coney Island.
Okay.
1989 and 1990, she's working with John Bradshaw's Sideshow again.
Oh, wow.
And then 1991,
Okay.
she's back with Coney Island Sideshows by the seashore.
So they like having her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She clearly made a good impression.
Yeah.
But she's also touring Canada with Captain Don Leslie's show
Okay.
on the Conklin Amusement Carnival shows.
Wow. So she's all over the place.
All over
Yeah.
into 1992.
Okay.
And then
What's next?
Captain Don is injured
Oh, no.
and gives her some of his swords.
Oh.
So she's collecting swords from these masters.
Yeah. That's quite a collection.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. There's more.
in 1993,
Okay.
she goes to Bill Clinton's inauguration in
Wow.
Washington, D.C.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, she likes adventure.
Okay.
And, you know,
Yeah.
she brought her swords.
Of course she did.
Of course, you can't
Look,
go to a
look.
presidential inauguration without your swords.
Right.
And, of course, she gets notice.
Yeah, I bet.
The New York Times called her a street-side sword swallower
Yeah.
who showed up in full costume, attracting crowds of astonished goppers.
I love that quote.
It's great.
Yeah.
She had a really interesting perspective on this.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
She said sword swallowing gave her the opportunity to see things.
Oh, that's deep.
Like, not just the places she traveled to,
Mhm.
but the experience she had.
Yeah.
She wasn't just performing.
It was a lifestyle.
It was a whole way of life.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. And so as she gets into the later part of her career,
Okay.
she continues to work with Ward Hall's World of Wonders,
Okay.
performing with them in 1994,
Mm-hmm.
and then again in 2006, 2007, and 2008.
So that was a long relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's also doing other things.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, she studied at George Mason University
Oh, wow.
and became a photographer in 1993.
So she's a woman of many talents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And today,
Where is she now?
she's living in the Washington, D.C. area,
Okay.
working in medical supplies.
Wow. That's a change.
It is.
Yeah.
But she still has this amazing sideshow banner
Oh, cool.
painted by Tony Lee Sangastiano in 2008,
Wow.
hanging up in her home.
So she hasn't forgotten her roots.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And she's still swallowing swords every now and then.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, with the World of Wonders show.
I like that.
And get this,
What?
she still has some of Francis Doran's swords.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
She said, "I'm honored to have them.
Yeah. They're part of history.
They are part of history,
Right.
and her story
Oh, yeah, for sure.
is featured in the To the Hilt book,
Of course.
which was published in 2025.
Yeah.
So,
So what do we learn from Lady Diane?
I mean, what a journey.
What a journey.
From university student to hitchhiking to join the sideshow,
Yeah.
learning from a master sword swallower,
Wow.
meeting Bruce Springsteen,
Yeah.
touring the world.
It's incredible.
And she just keeps going.
Yeah, she's still at it.
Still swallowing swords.
That's amazing.
It really makes you think,
About what?
About those unexpected paths in life.
Yeah.
That one decision
Mm-hmm.
can lead to something so incredible.
Yeah.
And you never know what's around the corner.
Right. You don't know.
If you're open to new experiences,
Mhm.
you might be surprised where you end up.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So if you're interested in learning more about sword swallowing,
Yeah.
check out the Sword Swallowers Association International website.
Okay.
It's swordswallow.com.
All right.
And definitely listen to the Hilt podcasts.
I will.
They're really fascinating.
Yeah, I bet. And of course,
Whales.
the book,
Oh, yes, the book.
To the Hilt, A Sword Swallower's History of Sword Swallowing
It's a mouthful.
by Dan Meyer and Mark Hartzman.
Okay.
It's available pretty much everywhere.
All right.
Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
I know where to find those.
And you can find out more about the book itself
Okay.
at tothehiltbook.com or tothehilt.net.
Awesome.
So that's our deep dive on Lady Diane Falk.
That was great.
Pretty amazing life, right?
Yeah, really amazing.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
with every breath, dancing close to life and death. Stories written deep in flesh, legends born in every test. Through history's winding path, crafted with an iron grasp. Voices from a world gone past, echo in the feet they clasp.